Hi, I'm Jay Weinberg from the J Group, and this is Mike Perry from Perry Concepts, and we're here to talk loyalty. So Mike, let's talk about the customer today.
Okay.
A lot of times, we get caught up as marketers thinking about a loyalty program as a program. And we really forget that it's about customer experience. It's about building relationships. We get too caught up in the tactics and we forget about the strategy, and really that the customer is at the center of this, don't you think?
Oh, definitely. The first step in developing a program shouldn't be in the boardroom or the marketing conference room. It should be out where the customer is, out in the brand, to find out what's going on, to really take a good look and a fresh look at what your brand's about and what's important to your customer.
And how are you going to get that emotional hook? For the customer?
Exactly. It's the next level of intimacy that you're going to get into with a customer, and it's going to be a new reflection of your brand. So it's important that you don't create a disconnect with your brand, creating a program that may have all these great tactics or all things that other competitors are using or someone else in the industry is using, but it may not fit your brand and it may not be a reflection of your brand. And you would take the first step moving into a program and really going down a path that's not going to give you the intimacy you're looking for with your customer.
Yeah, that's absolutely true, I think. And another thing I find too is that we need to understand that most customers are not passionate about most types of businesses. If it's more of an emotional type of a business, an entertainment type of business, customers have a natural passion toward that.
Right.
If it's something that's a little less sexy, customers don't naturally have an affinity or a passion around that business. So a rewards program or your loyalty marketing really needs to work harder than that. I mean, not everybody is a sports team.
Exactly. Yeah,
where you have
just
fans.
a huge fan.
Yeah, exactly. So
right,
it's
yeah.
You need to really think about your type of a company and be honest with yourself about how people are going to be engaging with you and how much you can really make them emotional and passionate about it.
Definitely. Another point is, when you're developing the program, there's all these touch points that a customer is going to get involved in, right? They're going to enter the program. They're going to join the program. They're going to retrieve a reward. They're going to check on where they're at on their points, or they're going to check to see how they're involved in it. All those touch points really have to be consumer friendly and really not have a lot of friction, where it could cause a problem. Because if all those components are not consumer friendly, it could break down the value of the actual reward program.
Yeah, you mentioned the word friction, and that's a word that I use very often when I'm talking to clients and people in the industry, because we see a lot of programs that just have too much friction.
Right.
And making people jump through hoops, giving them tricks like making them do things via social media are okay to gather a bunch of leads, a bunch of likes, a bunch of members of programs, but they're really not that valuable to the customer.
Exactly. And it's all these touches or all these steps you have to take to get your reward. Sometimes I like to ask, the CEO or the VP of marketing, do you really want your customers to redeem a reward? I mean, do you want them to redeem the reward? And if the answer is no, we'd like to have them not, then you probably are not going to have a very good program. The whole idea is all these touches and all these components, you want the customer to feel like they've accomplished something, number one, and to stay engaged in your brand.
Right. I think that if you have the mindset that you really don't want your customers to redeem rewards, then it's just
probably don't do the program.
Yeah, it's just a Walking Dead.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not going to happen.
Exactly.
I totally agree.
Definitely.
So to recap, make sure that the customer's perspective is the first step in developing a program. Make sure that the program is a reflection of your brand, and then consider every customer touch point when developing the program. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.